Welcome to Tiger Tracks, your home for the best of LSU athletics. And now, your hosts, Jordy Holtberg and Bill Frankes.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tiger Tracks. We're smiling. That's Bill. I'm Jordy. Tigers win. I don't care if you win by 1 or 201. On the road, you take the win and you run with it. Tigers get win number 1 against Mississippi State, 21-19. And now, are they the Plainsmen, the War Eagles, the Tigers? What are they?
Let's go. We'll call them Tigers.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Auburn comes to town.
Exactly. Auburn comes to town. LSU's had great success against Auburn in Tiger Stadium over the years. It's been a superb rivalry since the SEC expanded back in 1992. Many times the winner of the LSU-Auburn game has gone on to win the SEC West and advance to the SEC championship game. Both teams are ranked in the top 15. Should just be a great atmosphere in Tiger Stadium. Day game, it's going to be early, it's going to be hot, so we expect fans to come out early and enjoy the day and cheer the Tigers to victory.
And wear your public address system. I mean, my boy, Bill, wear your gold on that. So we'll have a preview of that. Verge Ausberry will stop by, the former linebacker, now Senior Associate Athletic Director. He'll share his thoughts on a team that, personally, you talk about talent and lots of it on the field.
Absolutely.
Lots of it.
Well, we saw some great young players make their
cow.
college debut last week in Starkville. Kevin Tolliver, Maya Tehima on the offensive line. Those guys are exceptional, and they're going to make big impacts throughout the year. Arden Key, of course, the defensive end as well.
And number 7 is pretty good, too.
Yeah.
And the quarterback play looked a lot better. All that plus the state of the athletic department. It's in pretty good shape, really good shape. We're just getting started. We'll come back. This is Tiger Tracks on CST. Welcome back to Tiger Tracks on CST. Bill Frankes, Jordy Helper. Let's see. Bring back the magic. The night the barn burned. The earthquake game. You can't see me, or the nickname game of LSU Auburn. What's this year going to be?
Well, we'll find out. It should be quite.
Can we have a blowout?
Yeah.
The blowout game. How about that?
Exactly. Now, LSU has had a lot of success in Tiger Stadium. There have been some pretty significant wins by significant margins. We'll see if that occurs again this weekend. LSU versus Auburn. Garrett Walvert had a chance to preview the game with Coach Miles and the players. Let's take a look.
It's a series that dates back 115 years, defined by historic plays and All-Americans. LSU and Auburn will meet for the 50th time this weekend in Tiger Stadium. Both teams are undefeated and ranked in the top 15 and looking to stay perfect in the regular season. Les Miles met with the media on Monday and addressed the elite talent standing on Auburn's sidelines.
This is a kind of a historic rivalry. We look forward to playing Auburn. Auburn is a very, very quality team, but with deep-rooted SEC history with LSU. Enjoyed how my quarterback played. I suspect he'll get better. I suspect my team will get better.
Auburn is still breaking in a sophomore running back in Peyton Rogers, and their quarterback, Jeremy Johnson, doesn't have 5 starts under his belt. Yet the Tigers were still a trendy pick to win the SEC West. Their power spread, no-huddle offense should keep LSU's D busy on Saturday afternoon.
They're not a reflection of last week. They're a great team. Jeremy Johnson's a great quarterback. They have all these great players who are going to come and play hard. They know it's an SEC game. They know it's at stake. And so do we. They're going to come out just as hard as they did last year. They're a great team who is ready to roll.
We put in the work every single day with Coach O, and he's been showing us everything we need to do to become successful at pass rush. And like I said, it's only going to get better from here because we missed a lot of sacks we should have had. So we should have had about 7 sacks. Just execute what the play the coach give us and go out and give it all that we got, you know.
LSU's offense roared behind Leonard Fournette in the season opener at Mississippi State, rolling up 266 rushing yards and 5.7 yards per carry. Fournette set new career highs with 28 carries, 159 yards, and 3 touchdowns, giving Tiger fans a reason to cheer with every carry. Sophomore quarterback Brandon Harris completed 64% of his passes and spread the ball around to 5 different receivers. Harris also finished as the Tigers' second leading rusher, running 5 times for 48 yards and moving the chains. The offense knows they'll be tested in week 2 with rival Auburn in town.
They'll give us our best game just because it's an SEC week. Mississippi State gave us a good game last week, and that's just how it is in the SEC. I don't worry about anything that happened last week. We'll get their best game. It just goes to show you, and we're going to watch this tape before practice as a total offense, but it's just going to show you, how dangerous our offense can be. I think we got the chance to be what that 2013 team was on offense, and our defense is playing lights out right now. But it just goes to show you, if we play together as a team and we come out with that same energy that we came out against at Mississippi State, how dangerous our offense can be and how dangerous our team can be.
Before last season, LSU had won 6 of 7 against Auburn and put some breathing room between the two teams in the all-time standings. LSU leads with 27 wins to Auburn's 21, with both teams claiming a tie back in 1941. SEC Nation brings their weekly preview show to Baton Rouge and will set up next to walk-ons at the corner of Burbank and Nicholson Drive. The 50th all-time meeting between LSU and Auburn kicks off at 2:30 on CBS in high definition. We'll see you in Tiger Stadium. Reporting for Tiger Tracks, I'm Garrett Walbert.
Thank you, Garrett, very much. We appreciate that. So all the pomp, all the circumstance, and again, 2 SEC rivals that bring out the best in each other.
Absolutely, and LSU has a chance really to make a big statement to start 2-0 in the SEC, and the Tigers don't want to look too far ahead, but if LSU can defeat Auburn, an opportunity really to make a run and get really high up into the rankings.
Yeah. We shall see.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, Verge Ausberry will join us right here on Tiger Tracks.
Tiger Tracks on CST is being brought to you by Capital One Bank, the official bank of all things Louisiana, and by Louisiana Propane Dealers. Get up to $1,200 in rebates on propane accessories. Find out how at louisianapropane.com.
Seconds left. There's the snap. Nix is back to throw, and he does. Far corner, it is intercepted. Game is over. Tigers win. Tigers win. Troy Twilley.
Welcome back to Tiger Tracks on CST alongside Bill Franquez. I am Jordy Heltberg. Time, as we said earlier, for our first guest, Senior Associate Athletic Director, former LSU Tiger football player, and that's our good friend Verge Ausberry, always looking resplendent. How are you, sir?
Doing great, Jordy.
Man, yeah, you've forgotten more football than I'll ever know. There's a lot of talent on this LSU football team, from what I saw. Your thoughts?
A lot of talent, a lot of young talent.
Yes.
I was, for the first game of the year in an SEC venue on the road, that's a tough place to play, Jordy.
Yeah.
And to play the way we did, the way we came out, and to finish up the way we did, and to win that game on the road, a lot of questions got answered. Quarterback position. That's the only thing we were very nervous about going into the season, the quarterback position, and especially not getting that first game in against McNeese to see what the kid could do. And
didn't look like it was his second start.
No.
The way he looked poised, he looked comfortable, he looked confident. That's 3/4 of the battle right there.
Made a lot of checks, made all the right checks, made all the right plays and the right calls. So very happy with that. So I think we have a pretty good football team here.
I think so too.
And Verge, of course, as a former linebacker here at LSU, I know you pay special attention to defense, and those guys played great as well. Great linebacking play from Beckwith and Jones especially.
Yeah, two great linebackers. Beckwith probably one of the best in the country at that position. One thing about our defense, we're not a big defense. We're a quick strike defense. We're a defense that's going to give you 60 good plays, 70 good plays during the game. But we don't have the big defensive linemen. We have very good defensive linemen. We have good linebackers. We have a lot of speed in the secondary. Overall, this might be one of the fastest defenses we ever had.
I don't want to hear about 4 3s and 3 4s. Just give me 11 really good players. And I think that's what Kevin Steele did, because he only played 2 linebackers and put 5 defensive backs there. That's the strength of your team. Put them out there, let them go play. I loved it.
In this day and age with football, Jordy, you have to do those type of things. It's not one, it's not 3-4 or 4-3 or 5-2, all the different defenses. You have to put something on the field that matches what the other opponent's going to run against you. And that's playing smart football.
Very good, very good.
All right, Verge, this weekend it'll be the Tigers' SEC home opener against Auburn, 2 ranked teams. Should be a great contest. Now, it's a day game, so we want fans to get there early, stay hydrated, and be ready to cheer on the Tigers.
Be careful when you say hydrated. Now, you must emphasize what you want them to hydrate with.
H2O.
H2O.
A lot of H2O.
Absolutely.
It'll be a hot game, as always, at 2:30. It'll be a great game. I think people get caught up in the rankings of, Auburn's dropping. Now they play Jacksonville State. I promise you.
They'll play
when
well.
they come in here, they'll be the real Auburn team. That quarterback will be back on target like he was in the first game of the year. But always a tough game. Always a good football game. But yeah, get there early. It's a 2:30 game, early morning game. Drink a lot of water, have fun, and cheer the Tigers on.
Is it the gold game? Is that correct?
It's the gold game.
Right. So go out and wear your gold and all. And before certain things changed, it always was LSU Auburn. That to me was the big rivalry that had so many conference ramifications. It seemed like we always played them early in the year, and they always had nicknames for the games. And to me, Auburn, like you said, they're coming in here ready to play their best, no doubt.
Tough football game. My good friend Will Muschamp is the defensive coordinator. He's a tough guy. They're going to be ready to play.
You don't think he's going to try and blitz a little bit,
they're going to blitz a lot. They circle this game like we circle this game. This is a big game for both teams.
LSU, of course, has had great success against Auburn. The last time Auburn won here was back in 1999, so hopefully that'll continue.
You know what the price of gasoline was in 1999? $1.14.
It's getting close.
Christina Aguilera had the #1 song in the country. I'm just telling you, that's what we do. So lots more to talk about, including you did a great job in recruiting Patrick Peterson, and we'll explain that and much, much more, okay? So we'll take a quick break here. This is Tiger Tracks on CST. We'll be right back. We are back on Tiger Tracks as we continue our conversation with Senior Associate Athletic Director Verge Ausberry. I went into break talking about you did a great job with Patrick Peterson. Man, you got this guy contributing $1 million to the program. That's awesome.
You know, we have so many great athletes out there, and they come back. They love to come back to LSU, and Patrick is one of our greatest. And for him to do that and do that gift to the nutrition center, to the weight room, to our facilities, it's important. Corey Webster also gave a great gift of $250,000. We have a lot of guys who've given, and they're talking to the other guys.
Yeah,
in the
that's
field.
great.
And
that's
it's
great.
this brotherhood they have, and trying to get these guys to give back and give back to their program. And we do a good job at LSU investing in these young men when they're here and these young women when we're here, but also to teach them about what it means to be an LSU Tiger and how to give back to help the younger Tigers coming behind you.
Right. Over 50 players in the NFL, maybe if not the top, certainly in the top 2 or 3 universities in the country.
We're the top. We're number
That's
one.
what I
We're
thought.
number one in the last 3 years.
Yeah, that's terrific. That's awesome.
And Verge, those gifts will be used in part to enhance the weight room at the Football Operations Center. Also, of course, the Nutrition Center is something that's coming very soon. Those are all very vital components of continuing to make the football program the best in the country.
Yeah, not only the football program. We share a lot at LSU. We're good at that. Coach Miles is good at that, where about 5 other sports use that weight room. The weight room, something that we're very interested in. It helps our program, all of our student athletes. The Nutrition Center, teaching our young people how to eat, what to eat. It's very important this day and age. And also those donations helped in the basketball locker rooms. We did things there. The pool, the field house, the locker room last year. So we're doing a lot of improvements around there. The gymnastics facility is coming on board, the new tennis facility. With all our facilities, all those donations with TAF and with the athletic department are helping our program get better.
And it's not like the university, the athletic department is sitting on all this, because you contributed $10 million to the university. $10 million.
Yeah.
Man, congratulations.
Jordan, that's the good thing about the LSU Athletic Department. I tell this when we go out speaking to groups around the state and around the country, that we're one of the few that could give that back to our institution. And we're happy to do that. Without LSU, we wouldn't have an athletic department. And it's a very important role we play in helping the institution, especially the main campus, helping the students on campus, the faculty and staff on the main campus of LSU.
Verge, there is such a great relationship between athletics and the university administration. Dr. Alexander, of course, is a great supporter of the athletic program. The fact that the student athletes at the beginning of each semester help freshman students move in, that's an example of that relationship and how connected we all are.
That's a big day for any freshman coming to college, and especially to the parents and to the young people coming to your institution. That move-in day is a big day. That's the first day you're leaving your house, and you'll be on your own for a while. And to have those faces there, have our student athletes there, have the president, have administration from the university there, helping your child move into campus in their dorm room, that means a lot. And when people come in from all over the country, dropping their kids off, they're like, wow, there's an LSU football player. And it's a comfortable feeling you give that young person coming to your institution, and to see these faces, these guys who are starting quarterbacks and starting running backs, helping out, helping people move into their dorms.
By the way, congratulations again. I know the first game of the year wasn't, it was one of those anomalies. We hope it never happens again, but you took care of McNeese State. Well done. You took care of the fans. Well done. I think that's a great job by the athletic department.
That's important. McNeese is a state school, and most of those schools we bring in, they form their budgets around those type of games. And we do what's right at LSU. Joe Oliva and our administration, we believe in just doing what's right. And we had no control of that. The lightning came, and the advantage didn't give us the advantage to play the game.
Man, Verge, when you were playing, they'd have played that game.
They would have played that game.
You'd have played that game. Times have changed. Nutrition centers, you'd have played that game.
Tropical Storm would have played that game.
Absolutely, there's no question. But anyway, the main thing you do, amongst the many things, is scheduling. How's scheduling looking down the future as under the umbrella of the new playoff system?
We've been doing a good job, Jordy. For many years, we've been doing, playing a conference school from the Big Five, sometimes playing 2 schools from the top 5 conferences. So we've done a great job with that. We'll keep that same model. We talked to a lot of those guys on the committee about what you're looking for. You have to play people. You have to play good quality games. We have home and homes. We have neutral site games. We're doing doubling up sometimes. You have Syracuse and BYU on the schedule. But we also want to give our team the advantage to win the SEC. And we feel if you win the SEC, then you're positioned to play in the national championship game, in the playoff system. So there's a lot of things going on in our business right now. Some people say don't play schools like the McNeeses or anything like that anymore, and different conferences are doing that.
Auburn may not play those teams anymore either. Jacksonville State, I'm just saying.
But, you know, we're going to do the same model of everybody doing the SEC, and we feel that SEC champion, and maybe not only one team but two teams have a chance to get into the playoffs.
Verge, always great talking to you, and you would have played that game in the light. There's no question about that. We'll take a break here on Tiger Tracks. Much more to come. Stay with us.
Bank, the official bank of all things Louisiana. And by Louisiana Propane Dealers. Get up to $1,200 in rebates on propane accessories. Find out how at louisianapropane.com.
And we welcome you back to Tiger Tracks. Bill Franquez, I'm Jordy Heltberg. You know, we've centered on football because it's the start of football season, but the whole athletic department, the success on the court, on the field, the success in the classroom, the success of giving money back to the university. Boy, it is the golden era of LSU athletics.
You know, the motto that Joe Oliva tries to stress around LSU athletics is community, classroom, and of course competition. And LSU athletes try to succeed in all three of those areas. Last year, of course, was a great year for LSU athletics. There's a lot more to come this year. Garrett Walvard gives us a state of the LSU athletic program.
The 2014-2015 athletic season at LSU was one of national championships and All-American performances. The Tigers will build on their success and look to move deeper into the NCAA playoffs in the coming year. After placing more freshmen on the All-SEC team, Brian Lee's club is off to a fast start in 2015, winning 5 of their first 7 matches. The Tigers are paced by Jorian Baucom, whose 8 goals lead the nation and help knock off top 15 Duke. The LSU volleyball team swept Oklahoma in the Oregon Regional, winning their 4th postseason match under veteran coach Fran Flory. With 4 returning seniors this year and plenty of talented outside hitters, volleyball looks to continue their winning ways. The men's basketball team earned a top 4 seed in the SEC tournament, knocking off number 18 Arkansas in thrilling fashion to end the regular season. Johnny Jones has won 28 SEC games over his first 3 seasons in Baton Rouge, more than any other LSU coach, including his mentor, Dale Brown. With 3 newcomers on campus ranked among the top 50 recruits in the country, including consensus number 1 Ben Simmons, LSU is poised for a historic season in the Maravich Center. The women's basketball program enters year 5 under Nikki Caldwell with a pair of Sweet 16 appearances and a returning All-SEC point guard. Regine Moncrief is one of the most respected guards in the league and will lead a revamped attack that promises to be stingy on defense. LSU Gymnastics is coming off arguably the most successful season in school history, finishing 7-0 in SEC play and honoring 3 of the greatest student athletes to ever wear the purple and gold. Loymencia Hall, Jesse Jordan, and Reagan Corville pushed LSU to back-to-back Super Sixes and the highest finish under Coach Dede Bro. Crowds of more than 10,000 attended their meets, and with a brand new practice facility opening this fall, LSU Gymnastics will remain a top 5 program nationally. LSU tennis saw improvement for both teams, with each squad winning NCAA tournament matches last spring. The men under veteran coach Jeff Brown won at the SEC and NCAA tournament and sent another doubles team to the NCAA quarterfinals. 3 seniors returned to help open the brand new indoor tennis facility this spring. Coach Julia Sell's women were ranked in the top 25 and upset number 7 Texas A&M to reach the SEC semifinals, winning 20 matches for just the 3rd time ever. The Tigers lost just 1 senior to graduation and welcomed back a veteran group for 2016. Track and field saw their men's team emerge into a top 5 contender, earning 4th place finishes at both the SEC and NCAA championships. The LSU throwers took home plenty of hardware, with Rodney Brown earning his 2nd SEC title in discus, while Torrey Bliss captured the SEC crown in shot put. Second-year beach volleyball coach Russell Brock sent his #1 team to the ABCA National Championships and won a school record 14 matches. On the diamond, Coach Beth Torina guided the softball team to a school record 25-0 start and the program's first #1 ranking after upsetting Florida in Gainesville. The team reached the College World Series and finished ranked 3rd overall in the country. The Tigers returned 7 of their top 8 hitters and all 4 pitchers. Paul Maneri's 8th season in Baton Rouge produced his 4th trip to the College World Series and the school's 16th SEC championship. The Tigers finished tied for 5th in the country and returned the National Freshman of the Year in Alex Lang and All-American Jared Poche on the mound. Swimming and diving was paced by outstanding efforts by 2 female divers. Cassie Wheel earned her first SEC championship and became the school record holder on 3-meter and platform. Alex Betteridge was named the SEC Diver of the Year for medaling in all 3 competitions and became LSU's record holder on the 1-meter board. The women's golf team again qualified for the NCAA championships and were ranked as high as #6 last spring. The Tigers lose just 1 senior in Madeline Sagstrom, who was named the SEC Player of the Year. Sophomore Carolyn Nystrup emerged as an All-American for Coach Karen Bonson and is poised to break records over her final 2 seasons. And for the first time in 60 years, the LSU men's golf team was named national champions. Chuck Winstead motivated his players to a thrilling victory over Southern Cal in the national final. The Tigers returned 5-letter winners in 2016 and will again vie for national honors. Reporting for Tiger Tracks, I'm Garrett Walburn.
Thank you very much, Garrett. Look, I know it's near and dear to my heart, but I'm really looking forward to basketball season.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to be a fun group to watch.
Yeah, they've had a great tour in Australia. I think the team really came together, and before we know it, they'll start preseason practice in mid-October.
And look, what a successful year. How about Chuck Winstead in golf, and then Dee Dee in gymnastics, and Beth Torina? Boy, they got everybody coming back. Could be another great year.
And this year's off to a great start already, of course, with football and soccer. Soccer's off to a great start. In fact, they'll play Georgia tomorrow night, 6 o'clock at home against in a great SEC matchup.
He's Bill. I'm Jordy. Tigers beat Auburn. Trust me. We'll see you next week on Tiger Tracks.